Okay, and then I'll get presenting. We're learning all about energy and vitality tonight. Pretty excited. Get the present button going. My computer is always a little slow to load here. All right, perfect. Okay, so the way that this will work, if you haven't been to one of our online oil classes before, my name is Kara Kading. I'm part of the Milliger family. We teach essential oil classes at Milliger's in person and online every single month. So you have a lot of opportunity to be able to continue to educate and learn so much about just incorporating these natural tools into your home. So I'm going to go through really quickly. I have a lot of content, but I want to be really cognizant of your time too. So what I won't be able to like see the chat or answer any questions, but I can certainly do that at the end. Okay, so you can put them in the chat and then I'll read through at the end to make sure that all of your questions get asked. So if something comes up and you're like, hey, you know, what about that? Don't be afraid to ask it in the chat and then I'll get back to it. Okay. What else can I tell you? At the end, I will pick a winner. We're going to do Wheel of Names, and I'm giving away a custom rollerball. So whoever wins, then you can pick out and just let me know, hey, I'm struggling like with sleep, or I have digestive issues, or whatever it may be, and then we can make a custom rollerball just for you. Okay. So let me go through this. Again, we're talking about energy and vitality. And the goal of this class is to empower you. Okay. We're going to talk about three really cool things about essential oils just to make sure that we're all on the same page. And you guys can let me know in the chat, maybe like, if you put a 1 in the chat, if you are using oils now and you're very familiar with them, or put a 2 in if you're completely brand new and you're like, I don't know anything about oils. I'm very new, just so I can make sure that I have the right tempo going here for you. Just let me know in the chat. And then I'll share 3 ways to use your oils, those top 10 oils, and how to get those oils in your home. Okay. So it's going to be a fun class. Oh, and there's more than this actually. Okay. All right, let me go through. Okay, so I always love to start off class with knowing kind of or making sure that you know what your top 3 health concerns are. Okay, because sometimes if we start thinking about it and we're focusing on our health and wellness, if we start trying to encompass all the things, it can be really overwhelming. But if we can really focus on 2 or 3 things that you might be struggling with, I think it's super helpful then to like work on tackling those, and then once we start having some really great wins with that, then expanding and growing from there. So these may be things like stress, anxiety, pain, inflammation, sleep, digestion, immune support, depression, slow metabolism, or lacking in energy. These are just like some like key things that people come to me for, and then we just kind of work on finding the answers for it. But I think it's important to write it down. So as we're going through this class, make sure that you have a pen and paper. If you have essential oils, have them near you. It's always fun to experience together. Or maybe I sent you some samples. So if you have those, you can open them up and kind of go along with us also. Okay, so I'm going to go through those 3 things just to make sure we're all on the same page. One is knowing that doTERRA oils are safe, okay? They're 100% natural and safe. We're only going to talk about doTERRA oils because there's a lot of junk on the market, right? You'll see essential oils just about everywhere. And it's a little scary situation because I would say about 85% of the essential oils that you see on the market have been adulterated in some way. Okay, either they've been diluted down or a fragrance has been added. It can be very deceiving when you are trying to look and trying to purchase essential oils. So I would say, choose wisely, do your research. It's important to know that doTERRA oils are considered to be basically like a medical grade essential oil. Okay, so a little bit is going to go a long way. No one can touch the level of the purity and the potency that doTERRA has. So what I love about that is that you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck. So 1 to 2 drops per application is all that you're going to need. And so like in our large bottles here, this is going to be 250 drops. So you're going to get a lot of use out of it. If you're wondering like, well, what are essential oils? Like what are we actually using here? These are extracts from plants with amazing side benefits. Okay, there's never any negative side effects or addictions. Well, I am pretty addicted to my essential oils, I will say that, but there are no negative side effects. Okay, it's a good addiction for you. And again, just what the plant uses to thrive and survive in nature is what we are using for our benefit. We have what's called a CPTG standard. This is a certified pure, tested grade essential oil. So every single bottle that you see from doTERRA has a little code on the bottom, and you can go right to their website and they will tell you all the testing results of this one bottle. It's pretty incredible, and they're very transparent about it so that you can feel and rest assured that everything that you are using is natural and it is safe. Like I said, we have that purity and we have that potency. The potency is unmatched because we are sourcing our oils from all over the world. And when we source where these plants actually grow in nature, the oil that we're extracting is going to be much more potent and effective. They're going to be 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So 1 drop of peppermint is going to be equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. Okay, the amount of peppermint that you're getting. So it's really amazing. Like I said, a little bit is going to go a long way. It's also important to know that we have, again, that CPTG standard, but we also have this incredible effectiveness. So we're actually working with the bodies on a cellular level, and we're able to communicate with the body. We're able to permeate this cell membrane, okay? We share 60% of our DNA with plants. So when we're using them for our benefit and or diffusing them or applying them topically, or even using them internally, I have a drop of lemon in my water right now. Our body sees them as food and fuel and knows 100% how to metabolize them. Okay. So it's speaking the same language. We're never tricking the body in any way, or, trying to get manipulated into doing something that it doesn't normally do. We're working with the body. We're never covering up. We're never masking an issue. We're actually always working with the body to heal and repair whatever is going on. Okay. All right. Oh, what did I miss here? Okay. And then we'll talk about their affordability. So the fact that using oils on a regular basis, this is going to save you hundreds of dollars every year because they're going to be your first line of defense. Okay. This is something that you're going to feel so empowered because you will have these natural solutions right at your fingertips. So whatever it may be that may come up in your home, I would say probably 80 to 90% of any situation that comes up in your home, there is a natural solution for it. Okay. That doesn't mean that you don't ever want to go to the doctor. Okay. I love my doctor, make my appointments, say hello to him on a regular basis, but it's mainly now like really just for checkups because we're using our oils on a regular basis. So we're really focusing on being proactive about our health and really staying healthy instead of waiting until we get sick to try to figure out what we want to do. Okay. So those are the things that I want to make sure that you know about using your oils. And then we'll talk about the ways to use your oils. So one is aromatically. So we're actually diffusing and putting these oils into the air. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then we can also apply topically. So we can put right to the area of concern, wherever on your body where we need that additional support. And then internal use. So internal, it's really important to know, again, you only want to do this with doTERRA because of the purity and potency, but just look on the side of the bottle for supplemental facts, and that will let you know if this oil is safe to ingest. All right. And we'll talk about internal use also. So those are the 3 ways that you can use your oils in your home. And we'll dive right in. So we're focusing on energy, right? And so, or energy and vitality. And hopefully you guys are just naturally already starting to feel a little bit more energy because our days are getting longer, right? The sun is brighter. This is crazy February weather where it's warm. I didn't even have a jacket on today. I just had a vest and it felt incredible. So I'm not sure how long that's going to happen, but it looks like we have a pretty good stretch of some great weather, which I feel instantly energizing. I'm starting to kind of come out of hibernation. So it's a really good feeling, right, as we shift into the spring season. But maybe you're just struggling in general of like looking for just overall, like just better energy throughout the day, or you are tired of that roller coaster where you wake up and you have a lot of energy and then you start to feel a little sluggish middle of the day, or, before lunch, and then you're up again and then you're down, and, then you get home and you just want to sit on the couch, but you wish that you could do more in your home. We've got some great solutions for that to help to balance out that energy. So if you have your peppermint, or if you've got a sample of your peppermint, this is a great time to take it out. This is an awesome one that I absolutely love. And again, one little drop is all you need. If you have your little sample vial, just give it a little tap on the butt and put it right in the palm of your hand right there and just rub it together and just breathe it in. You don't even have to put it that close to your face because you can already start to feel and smell the peppermint in the energy. I was teaching a class last week, actually at the courthouse. And so I was speaking with several employees there, and we started off with peppermint. And they're like, oh my gosh, that was so amazing, because I was speaking more like there was a bunch of speakers that came in, and I was the very last speaker. And so I was a little worried because they've been sitting there for a couple hours, but we all had some peppermint, and they're like, I just felt completely invigorated. I just had energy again, and I was able to listen and focus. And that's exactly what peppermint does. It just takes a couple seconds of rubbing it together, smelling it in. You can be your own little diffuser and start to kind of like work it into your hair even, or on your clothing. It feels really good. Like if you work at a desk, to give yourself, maybe 10, 15 seconds, a little bit of a break, get that peppermint out, cup it, smell it, but then also massage it into your shoulders. Anywhere there's tension or tightness, peppermint will instantly start to release that tightness, okay? It's also going to cool the body. So it's a great way to help to naturally bring the body temperature down. And it will also freshen the breath and help with digestion. So like I still have a little bit of peppermint on my hand, and I can just give a little tap on my tongue and it instantly feels fresh. It's pepperminty, it's bright, it's happy. It's a great one as we move into even just thinking about like in spring and summer. This keeps all the pesky bugs away. So even like ants and spiders, mice, you can put it on a little cotton ball and put it in like closets or drawers, or like back entryways, anything like that. It will keep all those critters away, and even like aphids on your plants. So I'll put it in a little spray bottle with some water, and just have that out in the garden. Just give it a little shake and spray down, and it works really, really well. So peppermint is an amazing one. Supermint is another one that I want to highlight because this is part of a special promotion that's happening in February only. Okay. So we have what's called a 200 PV promo. PV is product value. All right. And so this is an oil that you can actually get free this month. Supermint has a combination of peppermint, Japanese mint, bergamot mint, and spearmint. All right. Spearmint is kind of like peppermint's sweet sister, is what I call it. So this is a combination. It has that same very like energizing feeling as peppermint, but I feel like it's not as punchy because it's got that sweetness to it with the spearmint and that bergamot mint. And so it helps to like be bright and energizing, but a little less kind of overpowering. If you've ever experienced peppermint, it can be like, bam, like wake up, right? This is a little bit more gentle. So this helps again with that mental clarity, that enhanced stamina, or being able to like focus and kind of re-energized in the work environment. It soothes and comforts. It's great for massage. And it also has that same very similar like cooling sensation. Any kind of mint is going to help to naturally cool the body. And it's also going to help with that healthy digestion. They call it the oil of perspective. So it energizes the mind, it focuses the attention, it helps with creative energy. So this is one that we use all the time, and it helps with breaking through those mental blocks or narrow thinking. Okay, so that sounds pretty incredible. So Supermint's a relatively new one, but I'm excited that you can actually get it for free this month with that 200 PV promo. So I wanted to highlight that. Some great things that you can do in your diffuser is to just create some different blends. And anytime we use a citrus oil, it's going to be happy and bright and naturally energizing. So this is a great diffuser blend that I love to use, especially in the spring as we're like, things are just a little more colorful and energizing. Citrus to me just really, I just have that same connection of like spring and summer with all the citrus oils. So this is 2 drops of lemon, 3 drops of wild orange, which is like sunshine in a bottle, 3 drops of grapefruit, and 2 drops of lime. Okay. Super easy to do. And you could, if you didn't have grapefruit, like you could use the other ones and play, just use lemon and wild orange and lime, but like citrus oils together smell amazing. And then when we talk about like adding these oils to your water, okay, this is something really easy to do. All your citrus oils will have those supplemental facts listed on the side of the bottle. Hopefully you can see that, like this is my bottle of grapefruit. And so we're going to use only glass or stainless steel when we're adding oils to our water, like a actual oil from the bottle, because they're designed to break down plastics. So we want to make sure that we're not using a plastic container, because then it would actually break down the plastic container. All right, so glass or stainless steel. I got some lemon in here right now. And one of the great things about that is my water tastes really good. So I'm going to drink more water because I like the way it tastes. And it's also going to be more energizing. So sometimes like in the afternoon, I feel like, do I need a coffee? I feel like I'm tired. But sometimes I realize that I'm just need some water. Like I've been running around all day at work and I'm just not drinking enough water. So making sure that you're drinking enough water will really help with those energy levels. Some key ones to be able to use, grapefruit, again, that's one that I have here, helping with the healthy metabolism. Lemon is going to cleanse the body and help with digestion. Lemon's a great one because uh, it's important to note actually that this lemon and grapefruit, all of our citrus oils, the oil itself is actually coming from the rind and not the juice. So when we extract the oils from the rind where it's cold pressed, it's actually going to make the body more alkaline and less acidic. So the more alkaline your body is, the better your body can fight disease. All right. And the less kind of acidic issues we're going to have. So we're not going to struggle with things like acid reflux. So whenever people tell me that they have this, acid reflux issue, I always recommend getting some lemon, doing 1 drop in your water throughout the day, and it will really help decrease that discomfort with that acidity. Okay, because we're making the body more alkaline. Peppermint you can even add to your water, or like obviously hot cocoa. I don't know if anyone's drinking hot cocoa anymore because it's warmed up quite a bit here in Wisconsin, but this helps with healthy respiratory function, clear breathing, digestive health again. Slim and Sassy, this has actually been reformulated. Now it's called MetaPower. I meant to put a little thing right over that, but Slim and Sassy, or not Slim and Sassy, MetaPower supports healthy metabolism. It balances your blood sugar, and it actually, now that it's been reformulated, it works really well with helping to curb sugar cravings. Okay. And balancing your energy throughout the day. So it's called MetaPower now. And then DigestZen, this is another great one for digestive relief. So you could add this to your water, or you could put it into like a little veggie cap if you wanted to, if you didn't want to drink it in your water. But that's going to help with stomach upset and helping to reduce any kind of gas or discomfort. And lime, that's another great one for detoxing and for really very effective immune support. If you like, you can actually cook with your essential oils. So this is a fun recipe that I like to do. And I like to make these and just kind of have them on hand. But you can do these energy balls. So we just keep them in the fridge when the kids come home from school. they're always hungry. And so this is a quick, easy thing that's going to help to satiate them naturally, not a bunch of junk food, and they'll, still, they won't completely ruin their dinner. So this has the dried pitted dates. We got some dried apricots in here, some of the tahini, which is like a sesame paste. And then you can do 2 drops of either like peppermint or cinnamon or wild orange. You just pick which one you like. I use wild orange a ton, or even I've been using that new MetaPower, that metabolic blend. And those taste really good too. So you can grind up some almonds, some coconut flakes, some sesame seeds, and then just blend that in a food processor, and then just put them, put them in the fridge. But they're super easy, and lots of ways that you could do this, of course, but these are really fun and easy to use. So we actually have had classes with like cooking with your essential oils, and it's a ton of fun. As we talk about like your health, and we remember how I mentioned of really making sure that we're staying healthy, we have a fabulous oil blend called On Guard. And when you see some of the oils, like I've tried to highlight A and T and I, this means you can use it aromatically, topically, or internally. Okay, so you can use On Guard all 3 ways. This is a beautiful blend for protecting our immune system. Okay, just remember, On Guard, it's going to battle for you. So this has the wild orange in it. It has cinnamon and clove, rosemary, and eucalyptus. Okay, these 5 oils work together synergistically to be able to protect our immune system: antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial, all the things. On Guard is great. So you can apply this to your spine. Your spine is your information highway. So this is a great place to put your oils, or the bottoms of your feet. And we'll talk about that in a little bit when I'll have a great little graphic about feet, okay, and why we want to put our oils there. But this is great for topical use. It's also really great in the diffuser. So this is actually going to clean and purify the air and actually eliminate all the airborne pathogens. So great one to diffuse, like just where people are hanging out. So in the kitchen or the family room, something like that. This is a great one to have on hand. You can actually clean the home and sanitize surfaces with it. So put a couple drops of On Guard. I like to do it with just some water and be able to put it in a spray bottle and just spray down and wipe down surfaces. It's super effective and it smells amazing. So again, we're really working on supporting our immune system, and it's beneficial for everyone in the home. This is one of my favorite blends for like really supporting the immune system. And especially when people have been sick and they just can't fight the crud, like they are sick and then they get better and then they get sick again and they can't seem to pull out of it. This is an amazing blend. So we put lemon in here. Again, we learned a little bit about that. We're doing 6 drops of each of these in a roller ball. Lemons in here, frankincense is in here. This is really, really important for healthy cellular function. Oregano, this is like nature's most powerful antioxidant. So we want to make sure, I don't use this oil a lot, but I do love to use it when, like I said, people are just not feeling good. It's a really good one to have. On Guard, of course, this is the one I just talked about. This is your protective blend, and tea tree is very effective for like cleansing and purifying the skin. Okay. So you can put that all in a 6 drops of each in a roller ball. Then you fill the rest with some fractionated coconut oil, and then you just put that on the spine and the feet. Okay, very effective. Any kind of head tension, this is a great combination. So frankincense and copaiba, you just learned a little bit about frankincense, but this is an incredible oil. We always say, when in doubt, frank it out, because Frank, he is going to be one of your best friends. You're going to want to take him everywhere. So you can do a drop of frankincense on your thumb, and then just press it to the roof of your mouth and hold that for about like 30 seconds. And you can do 2 drops of copaiba right under the tongue. So copaiba, we'll talk about that one in a little bit, but this is a great way when we do it sublingually like that. It's a really great way for it to be able to get into our system very quickly. All right, so frankincense, I just talked to you about that a little bit, but it's important to know, if you're not familiar with this oil, that it's going to help to promote calm feelings. Okay, so it's going to help to calm the body. It also supports a healthy nervous system and helps our cells to perform optimally. It's also a key oil for helping like our healthy cells to regenerate quicker. So it's really good for skin. So I always will put a couple drops like in my moisturizer, or, applying to the skin is going to be very, very beneficial. Great anti-aging tool right here. And then that Copaiba, I touched on that for a second, but this is also part of that 200 PV promo that's only happening in February. So I mentioned before the Supermint that you can get for free. You can actually get 3 oils for free. One is the Supermint, one is this Copaiba, and then the other one is Digestin, and we'll talk about that one in a little bit. Whew, it's getting warm actually in here. I'm in my office here. I also have my tortoise, and we want to keep him warm. Like he, has to stay warm. So this room is like the warmest in the house. But when I'm teaching, I'm like, oh man, getting hot. So Copaiba. All right. So this is an incredible oil. It supports the cardiovascular, immune, and digestive system. When you can take it internally. I've also used it topically a lot. This is very powerful antioxidants. It soothes, it calms the nervous system. So it's a great one, again, to be able to take internally. It really doesn't have any flavor at all, so you can do a drop or two under your tongue. You're going to be totally fine. But it's also really good for healthy skin. So just like we talked about frankincense, also with Copaiba, you could add some drops to your moisturizer, and it's going to be really great for having that clear, healthy, glowing skin. This is the oil of unveiling, so it encourages a purposeful existence as well as a sense of worthiness and clarity. It helps one move from guilt to shame, or guilt or shame, to self-awareness and worthiness. Okay. So that is another one I want to make sure that we highlight just so that you know, because you can get it for free the month of February. All right. So as we move into spring, a lot of people come to me and say that they're struggling with seasonal threats, right? All the pollen starts to come out, they're sneezing like crazy. And there's a great trio combination here that is going to be really beneficial for anyone who struggles. It's lemon, lavender, and peppermint. 3 key oils that you probably, these are probably in my top 5 of ones that we use the most. But lemon, the reason why this is so important is that lemon actually helps to break up mucus. So any kind of congestion or that drainage that you may have, lemon's going to be really beneficial for breaking up that mucus. Peppermint is going to help to open up the airways. So this is going to be really beneficial for having in this combination. And then lavender, you may be familiar with lavender, right? This is a very calming oil, but it's also going to be a natural antihistamine. So lavender is one that we love to use in this combination because it's of that natural antihistamine property of it. So you can put it in a diffuser blend and have it diffusing in the home, or I like it even in a spray bottle, so you can spray it down, or in a roller ball. You can actually even take this internally. So you can do a drop of each and put it in. I'm sorry, I don't have it with me, but like a little veggie cap. doTERRA sells these little veggie caps, and it's just a little empty capsule, and you just open it up and you just put a drop of lemon, lavender, and peppermint in there, and then you can just take it that way too. So, but this is a great combination, okay? All right, when we talk about pain, I wanted to share a ton of really good recipes with you tonight, because like a lot of times I'll talk about like peppermint or I'll talk about frankincense, but I feel like I'm not sharing enough recipes with you. So, you can screenshot these, or again, this is recorded so that you can be able to jump back to these later. But this is a great one for anything that hurts. Okay. Peppermint, remember that that's really going to drive in and help to ease any tightness and tension. Frankincense is another one that is so good for everything, right? When in doubt, frank it out. Don't forget that. And so this one actually is a wonderful like magnifier. So when you're combining this with your other oils, it's actually going to like make them a little bit more intense. We're going to move it up to like extra strength. So frankincense is key here. And then deep blue, this is our soothing blend. So deep blue is a phenomenal one that really, it's actually a combination of, there's like peppermint in there, but there's also a lot of floral oils in there. And the floral oils are so important because we're not only alleviating that pain, right? But we're actually working to heal the muscles, the tendons, and the tissue. And so we're going to be using the floral oils to be able to support us in that way. And then you just fill the rest of the roller ball. This is what a roller ball looks like. So we're going to fill that with 10 drops of each. And then the rest is going to be fractionated coconut oil, and you can roll that on. And it's just great for me to even have in the car. If you're driving a long distance, you can roll it right on your shoulders. It feels so good. And I talked a little bit about Deep Blue as the oil use, as it, you saw it, but it's so popular and so beneficial for people that we have it in multiple ways. So this is the Deep Blue rub, and then there's a Deep Blue stick. Okay, so the Deep Blue rub, they have all the same purposes as far as like what is inside of them, except the Deep Blue stick has the addition of that copaiba oil that we talked about. So it's going to really help. And I like the stick better just because it's in a stick form. I can just take the top off and just apply it just right onto the area, where the rub, I have to like squeeze it, put it in my hand, and then apply it. And then I've got Deep Blue on my hand, which I mean isn't the worst, but the stick just makes it so easy. I never have anything left on my hand then. All right. When we're applying our oils topically, it's really important to note how important it is to be using what we call a carrier oil. Okay, so I always recommend whenever you're ordering your products to always make sure that you have the carrier oil, the coconut oil, on your order, because it looks like this. So you're probably familiar with like regular coconut oil. This is fractionated coconut oil, which means that all the fats have been pulled out and now it's in liquid form all the time. Okay. Coconut oil is great because it's really nice and lightweight. It's not sticky at all. So it's super easy to apply. My ratio of, using the coconut oil to your regular oil is usually like 3 to 1. So 3 drops of your carrier oil, 1 drop of the regular oil that you're planning, using to apply, 3 to 1. Okay. And the reason why is for a few reasons. First of all, if I just put the oil just on my skin, it will flash off. Okay. It's not going to stay localized. It's just a volatile compound, and you'll get some benefit, but it will flash off. If we weight it down with the carrier oil like this, it will stay localized for a longer period of time. So you're going to get a longer lasting benefit from using the carrier oil. Like at first I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to dilute my oils. I want like super strength. But as you can see here, when we're using the carrier oil, we're actually driving that oil in a little bit deeper. You're going to get a longer lasting benefit. Plus, you can cover like a larger surface area, and it's going to protect against any kind of skin sensitivities. So, little fun fact here: oils enter the bloodstream within about 30 seconds. Okay, if we're putting it on topically, or if we are, diffusing it, we're going to get it into our bloodstream in about 30 seconds. And within somewhere between like 14 to 20 minutes, the oils will permeate all of your cells and tissues, like it will be in every cell of your body within 20 minutes. All right. So it's pretty incredible. Like I said, we speak the same language as plants. So when we're using these, like our body gets it. Right? They understand and they can metabolize it. So you'll start to feel the effects of when we're using the oils, I'd say relatively quickly. Okay. All right, here's the little, I know this says kid foot massage, but this is really for everybody and anybody. All right, we all have the same kind of like pressure points on our foot. So with reflexology. So did you know that these areas of the foot actually correspond to different organs in the body? So when we apply pressure here, it's going to help with relaxation. And you can, take your essential oil and press it right there. So if you have like head tension, or even like a toothache or something like that, you can apply your oils and press them like right on the big toe. Okay. Chest, that's another great one. So if we're having any kind of, congestion or anything like that, we can apply or put like peppermint, or breathe is another great one, and just press it right into, I would just kind of focus in this top area of the foot. And it's very similar, if you can't remember, like it's very similar to the body. So, think of this area, your head is kind of like being your feet, and then we're working our way down, right? Like then we're going to the chest, and then we're going to the upper abdomen and the lower abdomen and the pelvis. So we're working our way down just the same way on the foot. Okay, so if that's beneficial or helpful, but it's really easy to just put your oils all over the bottom of your foot, right? You're going to be totally fine. Don't have to try to memorize this or guess where you should be putting it. I just roll them all over and massage them into the bottoms of my feet. I mean, your foot's not that big, right? And it feels so amazing at the end of the day. I just absolutely love it. If you struggle with sleep, sleep is something that's really important because this is the time that our body is kind of doing all the repair, right? And all the cleansing of the toxins out of the body. And so it's important that we're getting that nice, good chunk of healthy sleep. I'd say somewhere between 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night is really important. This is something that helps us to maintain a healthy weight. We clean out toxins this way. It helps to organize our thoughts of everything that happened throughout the day. We're renewing and repairing our body, replacing those energy reserves, removing waste products at this time, and rebuilding our metabolism. Okay, so it's really important that we're getting good sleep. Some of my favorite oils that I love to recommend for this: Serenity. This is our restful blend. Breathe is our respiratory blend. So this is really helping to open up the airways. And Wild Orange, this is a wonderful citrus oil that works with your body to create that perfect level of homeostasis. So if you feel super overexcited and energized and you can't calm down, Wild Orange is going to be a great one to help temper that and recalibrate you. But if you also feel like sluggish and lacking in energy and you can't wake up, Wild Orange will actually lift you up and help you to feel energized. So wherever you're at, it's going to kind of recalibrate you and create that level of homeostasis. So, and all the oils are really working that way. I mean, the whole goal is for our body to be more at that level of homeostasis. It's a lot of stress on our body to have those continuous highs and lows, those roller coasters. I talked about lavender a little bit, and we talked about being a natural antihistamine. And we know lavender to be calming, right? Whenever I'm in a class and I said, okay, what do you guys think about when you think about lavender? The first thing they say is calming or relaxing, but it's also going to be really calming for the skin. So any kind of abrasion or cuts, bumps, scrapes, bruises, burns, bee stings, bug bites, bee stings and bug bites and like spider bites and stuff, it's really important because remember that it is that natural antihistamine. So when we can get that oil on the body right away, after a bite, it's going to prevent that swelling and that itching from a bite. Get the lavender on right away. And even with a burn, we always keep this one in the kitchen. This is the one that has saved us a ton of money, let me tell you, in our family with the 3 kids, because we use lavender for so many things, but I find it most beneficial for those skin issues that come up, or any kind of like ear issue. Lavender and tea tree together, that is a great combination for anyone who struggles with any kind of earaches. Okay. And if you're wondering how oils work, all right, this is pretty incredible of how they actually get into our system. So I know they smell good, and some people are like, well, I think maybe they just smell good, and that's why I feel better. But there's a whole science behind it. Okay, so when we take in the oils, when we're smelling them, those are connecting to what is called our olfactory bulb. It's right here, up here in your nose, and so that connects to our limbic system. All right, and the limbic system is telling our body how to communicate, how to react, kind of processing what that smell is and how we're going to respond to it. So the limbic system is directly linked to like our emotions, our heart rate, our blood pressure, breathing, memory, stress, and hormone balance. So when we are bringing in and inhaling these oils and communicating with our limbic system, it has such an incredible impact on all of those systems in our body. Okay. So that's why I want to be diffusing all the time. Some great ones to put in your diffuser are some ones that I love for stress, anxiety, or overwhelm. Balance and Adaptive. These are probably my 2 favorite. Balance is our grounding blend. Adaptive is our calming blend. You can use one or the other, or even use them in combination. But this helps with any kind of restlessness or anxiousness, or if you have trouble focusing, any kind of mood swings or hot flashes, or you can even just diffuse this or wear it daily as like just your pure fume. Okay, this is so great. Just to work again into your hair, on your pulse points. Those are key things. Or in the diffuser, they're some of my favorites. Then as we jump into digestion, so just learning that the digestive system, right, it works directly with our immune system. We know that there's, I think it's 70 to 80% of our immune system is in our gut. So we want to make sure that we have a good, healthy digestive system because this is working along with our immune system to protect our body from those foreign invaders. Those are over 100 million neurotransmitters that are embedded into the gut. So that's why we call it the second brain. All right. And it also has a big effect on our emotions. And that probably makes sense because, like, as you think about it, like when you are stressed or if you're nervous, anything where your emotions are kind of off kilter, where do you feel it, right? You feel it in your stomach. You feel those butterflies, or you feel that wave of nervousness. It might affect you digestively, right? Or you feel like you can't eat, or you feel like maybe you get diarrhea or something like that. It's because of all these neurotransmitters that are in our gut that affect our emotions. So, making sure that we have a good, healthy digestive system is going to also have a direct impact on our emotions. So a great belly buster blend. I love peppermint and ginger and wild orange together. It also smells amazing, but you can apply that right topically to the stomach to help with any kind of any discomfort in the stomach. But another great one to be able to use, of course, is Digest Zen. We did come up with an actual specific blend just for digestive relief. So this will help with everything we say from the mouth to the south. All right. Any kind of discomfort there, Digest Zen is going to be one of your best friends. Also, really good for acid reflux. We're helping to break down that acidity, even motion sickness. So, this is a great one to have like boating or in the car, something like that. And even sinus pressure. So, people who just tell me they just struggle so much and they feel it in their cheeks, I always recommend taking some Digest Zen with some coconut oil and then just massaging that right into those cheekbones. Okay. Great one. Lots of great ways to use this one. Oh, yeah, and this one is your third oil that's gonna be part of that 200 PV promo. So this is gonna help with that digestion, any kind of upset stomach, reducing gas, indigestion, and it's great. It's the oil of assimilation. So it's gonna support the body in assimilating into new information, new events, and it increases the ability to receive new information, new relationships, and new experiences, okay? Pretty incredible. I think it's because it's helping to calm those nervousness, those emotions. And then as we dive in and talking about just general healthy habits, all right? Of course, we've talked about a lot of essential oils that you could incorporate into your daily routine, but it is really important. There's things that we have to do just to help with our health and wellness in general and overall that will have a great impact just on your mood, your sleep, your digestion, and it's healthy eating. This is really our foundation of our health and wellness. So a few key things I recommend is eating the rainbow. Like, look how beautiful this photo is. I just love all the color, all the good stuff in here. You feel better when we eat the good, healthy stuff, right? Hydration is key. So we talked about water and water consumption. The general rule of thumb is going to be half of your weight in ounces. So if you weighed 100 pounds, you'd be drinking 50 ounces of water. Okay, just for, I mean, so that you know, like, get kind of where your goal should be. That's how much water you should be drinking throughout the day. Getting that good quality sleep, of course, that is going to have a direct impact on your immune system. Learning how to reduce that stress. So maybe incorporating that balance or adaptive, those two blends are so great for stress support. And then that self-care. So when we talked about peppermint, even just that 5 to 10 seconds of just breathing and inhaling, a little reset, massaging it into your shoulders, just closing your eyes and taking a few deep breaths. A lot of times when we get nervous, we do such shallow breathing, and this creates a lot of stress on the body. So, right, taking those slow, deep breaths, what a difference, even just giving yourself 30 seconds, what a difference that can make with your mood. One of my favorite products with doTERRA is our Lifelong Vitality. So this is an incredible supplement system. So I talked a lot about different essential oils, but your lifelong vitality supplement system is again running in tandem with that foundation of that nutrition that is so important. So think of it as your body as being like a house, right? And we're building a brand new house, and we want to make sure that we have a good, strong foundation, right? Before we start to decorate or we put, beds in there and curtains and lamps and rugs and all the fun stuff. Your essential oils are kind of like those fun things that like make the room look so much more appealing and better, and you feel better when you walk in, but they wouldn't be really anything without having that foundation of this good strong house, right? We want to have a good foundation. So that's what lifelong vitality is. We're making sure that you're getting all the nutrition that we need throughout the day. So we're getting 12 servings of our fruits and vegetables. That Microplex is a whole food multivitamin and mineral. Whole food is important here because that means that your body can 100% metabolize it instead of trying to take one of those hard one-a-day calcified pills. Your body's not going to be able to break that down and digest it in the amount of time that it passes through our system. So it just kind of ends up being like expensive poop. Alpha CRS, this is really powerful antioxidants. We've got cellular energy in here. It's helping to reduce that oxidative stress in the body. And then we have the omega-3, 6, and 9s. Plus, there's 9 different essential oils in here. So this is really important. Your omega-3, 6, and 9s together are really important for your brain and your heart health. So we're focusing kind of like on all the things, but this has a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't have more energy during the day, better sleep at night, less aches and pains, and better mood management, you can return the empty bottles after 30 days. Okay. It's something I could not live without. It's basically you take 2 of each in the morning, 2 of each of these in the morning, and 2 of each at night. When you first start off, just take 1 of each in the morning and 1 of each at night for the first 2 weeks so your body can kind of like get adjusted, and then you can go, full force. But and someone says, well, that's a lot of pills. But the reason why is because they are whole food. Like we can't pack it all into one pill because your body's not going to break it down, right? It's not going to be able to digest it. So we put it in multiple capsules so that I'm going to do a video on this actually and show people like what it looks like when it breaks down into our system, but it can get 100% readily absorbed by the body. And that's the important thing, right? We want to get this into our system. It's going to support brain, joint, and cardiovascular health or development. It's going to help with mood and stress management. It supports our immune system. We get healthy hair, skin, and nails with this, helping with support with our sleep and our energy levels. It's an incredible system. And comparatively, when we talk about it with other supplements, there's a big difference here. So when we compare with everything that we have in our Lifelong Vitality, you would have to spend more than $250 to get all the ingredients that we have available for you. And I think right now it's like $80. Okay. We get our vitamins in here. Again, it's whole food, so we can absorb and metabolize it 100%. And we're getting everything that exists in nature. So, as opposed to like all these other ones that are synthetics. So our body is confused. It like doesn't know what it is or how to be able to break it down. And it's hard to absorb those vitamins and minerals that are in there. Okay. There's dyes, there's sweeteners, there's binders and fillers that just really make it completely unnecessary, right? It's not good for the body. All right, flying in here. Last thing I'm going to talk about here. I'm trying to move fast. I've got 10 minutes left. Metabolism, right? Obviously, when we're talking about energy and vitality, I could not talk about metabolism. I think coming up in March, this is actually going to be an online class, and we're just going to talk 100% about our MetaPower system. But metabolism is important, and a lot of times people just think about metabolism as being like your weight, right? Or your energy levels. But it's so much more than that. It has everything to do with basically all of your systems in your body. It works even with our cognitive performance, our immune system, our digestive system, how we're sleeping at night, all of these things, our metabolism has an impact on that. So we have this incredible system. It's called MetaPower. It came out like a year and a half ago, and this is our metabolic blend. So you can get it as an actual like starter kit with all the MetaPower products that I'm talking about, or you can kind of pick and choose the ones that speak to you. So the blend itself has grapefruit and lemon, cinnamon, ginger, and peppermint in it. And you can use it 4 different ways. So we call these freestyle. You can use them however you want throughout the day. We have the oil blend itself, and you can put that in your water. You can put it in a smoothie. You can put it in your yogurt. You can actually even like massage your body, like trouble areas like your stomach or your hips. The MetaPower blend is going to be really effective for that. You can also take it with as little beadlets. So middle of the day, I will take some MetaPower beadlets to just kind of give myself a little pick-me-up and prevent those sugar cravings that I'm prone to. Or like the gum I love for like during a workout. I feel like it really helps with energy and balancing that sugar. Or you can take it as a little soft gel, which are great. Like after a meal, I'll take the MetaPower soft gels and I don't have those sugar cravings. I don't feel like I need a brownie or a cookie or something like that after my meal. I don't even think about it anymore. And then we have 2 other important things. So one is called MetaPower Assist, and this has the addition of berberine and mulberry leaf in it. So we take one of these with our highest carbohydrate meal, and what this is doing is that it's slowing down that absorption of the carbohydrates and the sugars. So we're not absorbing as many carbohydrates and sugars, and so we're not having those sugar spikes. And every time we have like a glucose spike in our body, it actually releases oxidative stress in the body. So we wanted to try to eliminate that and flatten out that curve as much as possible. And that's what the assist does. And then the advantage, this is our collagen. So we've got 9 different types of collagen in here, plus NMN. And so this is really important for helping with our cellular integrity. The collagen is really, of course, wonderful for healthy hair, skin, and nails, but it's also really good for like connective tissue and cognitive function. Lean muscles, your skin elasticity and firmness. So you take one of these sachets, mix it with some ice cold water every single day, and there's huge differences. So this is me. I should update this now because it's even better, but this was me at the very beginning. And then 2 months later and 4 months later, you can see just the change even in the color of my skin, and like the darkness under my eyes is gone. This is me, no makeup, 7:30 in the morning. That's what I looked like, and you can just see the changes. And that was with the MetaPower system, which again, that'll be a whole class in March, so you can tune into that. All right, so now we're circling back, and hopefully you were cognizant and wrote down what your top 3 health concerns were. And hopefully we address them, right? Hopefully there was something that I touched on that you're like, oh yeah, this would be great for my sleep, right? Or digestion or overwhelm, whatever it may be. Or if I didn't, let me know because we will always find an answer for you. But imagine what your life would be like without those concerns, where you could just wake up and, I just want to reassure you that it doesn't have to be a way of life. It doesn't always have to be struggling with not being able to sleep at night, or struggling with digestive issues, right? We can work with the body in a natural way to be able to support you in every way that we can, as you can see from today. So if you're wondering how to get doTERRA in your home, there is a couple ways to be able to do this. Okay, if you don't have a wholesale account yet with doTERRA, and I'll explain what that means, but basically this is how you get the best prices. You're always going to get 25% off of the retail. There's no membership fee. You can order absolutely any products that you want, and you're always going to get 25% off of the retail prices. Okay, you can pick and choose anything that we talked about tonight. You can do that a la carte, and you won't have to pay that membership fee, and you'll instantly get that wholesale account. You'll be able to log in to doTERRA.com with your username and your password, and it will instantly unlock those wholesale prices. You can pick and choose what you want, and it gets delivered right to your door. And I just get to do the fun part of educating and supporting you. Another option, like for brand new customers, is you can actually pick one of the starter kits. And this is your opportunity to be able to actually get below those wholesale prices. So we put together some awesome like starter kits. And the reason why they're starter kits is because we want to put together kind of like the top products that you're going to be using on a regular basis so that you feel completely empowered. So whatever comes up in the home, whatever the situation will be, you're like, I have an oil for that, right? Let me reach for this first. It's so empowering to be able to incorporate these as your first line of defense. All right. So we put together kind of what we think are the ones that you're going to be most successful with. And because they're coupled all together, you can actually save even deeper, right? So anytime there's a bundle, right, you guys know that it's going to be a little bit cheaper. So you get free shipping on orders over 100 PV. And I have some special gifts also with those orders. So this is this month of February that we are able to get some awesome bonuses. So again, 200 PV order, you can get that free Supermint, free Copaiba, free Digesten. There is a free motion activated diffuser. Let me see if mine works. I had it plugged in. This is what it looks like. Okay. So it's motion activated. And when you walk in the room, it just gives these little puffs. You can put whatever oil you want in there. I have lavender in there because I love that when I walk in the back hall, I'm like, it feels like a spa, right? Like that's how good home feels when I come home. So that is an option. And that's with a 150 PV order actually. So you can get this with a 150 PV order. And then when you do 200, you can get all 4 of them. Okay. Pretty incredible. February is an awesome month to be able to jump in with us. So a couple cool starter kits. One is the Healthy Start. This is basically all the little bottles here. It's a small little bottle like this. So it's like 85 drops in here of those top 10 oils that I talked about: lavender, lemon, peppermint, tea tree, oregano, frankincense, deep blue, breathe, on guard, digesten, and you get a free little pebble diffuser. Okay. You can get access to our VIP education group. So a lot of times people say like this is their absolute favorite thing that they love about their wholesale account with us is that we offer Wellness Wednesdays. We're always teaching and educating on just health and wellness in general. It's not like we're just talking about oil. We're actually talking about healthy living. So you get access to that. You get ongoing support. I'm your oil girl for whatever you may need. You can call me or text me or email me at any time, and I get right back to you. And then remember, you have that wholesale account, and you get that 25% off of the retail. So this one's $160. It's a $25 savings. You can always layer in and add additional items to this, like that coconut oil I talked about, or Adaptive or Balance, and you'll also get that wholesale price on those products too, okay? Home Essentials, people have been loving this month because this puts you right at that 200 PV promo. It's those top 10 oils, but it's bigger bottles. So the Healthy Start has the little bottles, that's like 85 drops. The Home Essentials is the big bottles, 250 drops. So you're getting triple the amount of the oil, but you're not paying triple the price. You get an awesome diffuser with it, those same top oils that I just talked about. And then with this, you would get that free bubble diffuser, you would get the Supermint, the Copaiba, and the Digesten, okay? So a lot of people have been picking this just because it has those top 10 oils to replace your medicine cabinet, plus the diffuser. It's pretty awesome. You could do something like Healthy Habits. This is another kit. There's a $95 savings here. You're getting those supplements. So if you're looking for supplements, the Lifelong Vitality is in here. And then there's also like On Guard and Balance, frankincense, tangerine, lavender. You get the Deep Blue Rub in here. Terrazyme, this is a natural enzyme that you can take that will help to break down your food so you can digest better. And then the PB Assist, this is our pre and probiotics. So we didn't dive in too much into pre and probiotics tonight, but that's pretty important for digestive support too. So this would be a great option. Otherwise, you can completely customize. So you can do, like I just did this little family essentials where you get some of your key oils here, and maybe you don't need a diffuser. So you could just pick the family essentials instead of the Healthy Start. And then like wild orange, the coconut, the deep blue stick, that one's 176. Or you could do something like this. So you could do the Lifelong Vitality supplements that I talked about. You could do the Meta Power. You could add a deep blue stick with that, the lemon, the On Guard. Shinrin Yoku is one of my favorite roller balls. Like right now, I'm using that so much. This is our forest bathing blend. I didn't get to dive into that, but you can completely customize. So you can pick anything that we talked about tonight, and you can make it just for you. Okay, we can completely personalize. So let me know what you're interested in or where your health concerns are, and then I can make a custom shopping cart for you. And you can review it, you can add to it, you can delete, you can pick and choose as you need it, but I can make really great recommendations for you, and you get that free wholesale account. So you get a great welcome packet. You get invited to our Facebook group. You get a personal wellness consult from me if you'd like. And then you get those free educational classes, which is just so powerful, right? People love it. For brand new customers, I'm giving away for the month of February. This is a little travel keychain. So this will be fully loaded for you with the top oils that I would be recommending to you. And then you can just clip this on like anything, right? You can put it on a backpack, on a purse, whatever it may be, but it's really great for travel. You get little stickers, which is really important because it's so important to know what your oils are. And then you get that lifestyle overview. So it has a great value, and that's an additional gift from me for brand new customers. And when you get connected with me and you get your wholesale account started this week or in the month of February, I will also give you a free bottle of peppermint. Okay. So that has my information there. You can text me, you can email me, and we can work on a completely customized plan for you to be able to get started. And then you can get that free bottle of peppermint. All right. Let me. I think that's all I wanted to say. I won't get into all we are teaching a class tonight at 7:30. If anybody's interested, just learning on like additional ways of basically how to get your products paid for. That's at 7:30. So let me know if you're interested in that, but I won't go into that now. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to see if there's anything in the chat. All right, we got some ones. Kathy, yep, I know you're a good user. 1 and 2. Yeah, sometimes you're a little bit of both, right? Of what you are. Let me go into the wheel of names, and I'm going to put everybody in here. And we'll see who wins. iPhone. I feel like that's Lisa. Oops, Marilyn, I can't spell your name. I'm sorry. Who else am I missing? Pamela and Rose. Have you guys ever done Wheel of Names? It's so fun. And I mean, I'm like, okay, that's the best way to pick a winner for you guys. Okay, so I just get to hit this little thing and we get to see who gets the roller ball. Carol. Okay, awesome. I will connect with you and we can determine what your custom roller ball is going to be, okay? All right, let me go here and see. Does anyone have any questions? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop recording.